So this is a story about Lao Tzu and Confucius. It is said that Confucius went to see Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu was an old man, and Confucius was younger. Lao Tzu was almost unknown, and Confucius was almost universally known. Kings and emperors used to call Confucius to their courts. Wise men used to come for his advice. He was the wisest man in China in those days. But by and by, he must have felt that although his wisdom might be of use to others, he was not blissful. He had not attained anything. He had become an expert, maybe helpful to others, but not helpful to himself. So he started a secret search to find someone who could help him. Ordinary wise men wouldn't do, because they came to him for his advice. Great scholars wouldn't do, because they came to ask him about their problems. But there must be someone, somewhere. Life is vast. He sent his disciples to find someone who could be of help to him. And they came back with the information that there lived a man, nobody knew his name, known as the Old Guy. Lao Tzu means the old guy. It was not his name. Nobody knew his name. He was such an unknown man that nobody knew when he was born, or to whom, or who his father was, or who his mother was. He lived for about 90 years, but only rare human beings had come across him, who had different eyes and perspectives from which to understand him. He was only for the rarest, so ordinary a man, but only for the rarest of human minds. Hearing the news that a man known as the Old Guy existed, Confucius went to see him. When he met Lao Tzu, he could feel that here was a man of great understanding, great intellectual integrity, great logical acumen, a genius. He could feel that something was there, but he couldn't catch hold of it. Vaguely, mysteriously, there was something. This was no ordinary man. Although he looked absolutely ordinary, something was hidden. He was carrying a treasure. So Confucius asked, "What do you say about morality? What do you say about how to cultivate good character?" Confucius was a moralist, and he believed if you cultivated a good character, that was the highest attainment. Lao Tzu laughed loudly and said, "If you are immoral, only then does the question of morality arise. If you don't have any character, only then you think about character. A man of character is absolutely oblivious to the fact that anything like character exists. A man of morality does not know what the word moral means. So don't be foolish and don't try to cultivate. Just be natural." The man had such tremendous energy that Confucius started trembling. He couldn't withstand him, and so he escaped. He became afraid, as one becomes afraid near an abyss. When he came back to his disciples, who were waiting outside under a tree, the disciples could not believe it. This man had been going to emperors, the greatest emperors, and they had never seen any nervousness in him. Now he was trembling, and cold sweat was pouring from all over his body. They couldn't believe it. What just happened? What had this man Lao Tzu done to their teacher? They asked him, and he said, "Wait a little. Let me collect myself. This man is dangerous." About Lao Tzu, he said to his disciples, "I've heard about great animals like elephants, and I know how they walk. I've heard about animals hidden in the sea, and I know how they swim. And I've heard about great birds who fly thousands of miles across the earth, and I know how they fly. But this man is a dragon. Nobody knows how he walks. Nobody knows how he lives. Nobody knows how he flies. Never go near him. He is like an abyss. He is like death." And that is the definition of a master. A master is like death. If you come near him too close, you will feel afraid. Trembling will take over. You will be possessed by an unknown fear. It is as if you're going to die. It is said that Confucius never again went to see the old guy. So the story is the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge is knowing a lot of things, understanding a lot of things. But the thing with knowledge is you know a lot about the world, but you know very little about yourself, what your own nature is. And wisdom is the other way around. With wisdom, you may not know that much about the world, but you intimately know your own self, your own being, which is not a thing actually. And yet, it is that which gives life to everything. It's the light that illumines everything. And in this conversation, it's about, he's asking him, how do you cultivate morality, good character? And Lao Tzu is saying, don't be foolish. Don't try to cultivate anything. You're only trying to cultivate something if you're trying to get away from something and get to something. All this getting away, getting to, covering over, is all foolishness. Just be natural. Just be natural. So the expert every day accumulates a little, learns a little more, gathers a little more. And the wise one every day sheds a little, drops a little, empties themselves a little. It's being comfortable with being no one, being nothing. It's being comfortable being useless. And in the process, discovering the only useful thing. Being present to what is and loving what is.